Mm-hmm. There we are. Good afternoon, everyone. It's time once again for Strat-O-Matic baseball. I'm trying to adjust this POS chair here. Yeah, it's a rare Saturday game. We've got the second game of a doubleheader between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. First game was played yesterday. It's the second of a four-game series. El Tiante, Louis Tiant on the mound for Cleveland. Lefty Hank Aguirre will start for the Tigers. Before we get into that, let's take a brief look at our standings. Right after I just got the camera lined up. That's okay. We can put it back. There we have it. The Indians with the win moved to within 2 games of first. Tigers now 3.5. And then that's the drop-off, of course. The Tigers in 5th place, 3.5 back. Then it goes to the Senators in 6th place. And if you go down here to the run differential, pretty much the same story. You have the top 5 teams with positive run differential, and then there's the drop-off. So it's looking very much like a 5-team race at this point in the season anyway. We're still very young in the season. Indians have played just 32 games. 33 for Detroit. All right, now I'm a little cattywampus again. Let's straighten that out a little bit. Okay, that's better. And let's see who's with us so far. We've got Jeff's here, Ben's here. Greetings, everyone. Saturday game. Fantastic card for Tiant. The results have been even better. I'll flip the cards over so you can take a look at them as usual while I give you the replay stats for these players so far. That sound, if you can hear that, that's Mookie going to the top of the tower. Okay, for Tiant, he's been in 7 games, 5 starts, 3 complete games, one of them a shutout. He does have a save, a 1.69 ERA in 43 innings of work with just 22 hits allowed and 34 strikeouts. So a magnificent start, and it's an excellent card anyway, but he's even outperforming that. Hank Aguirre has been in 8 games, 3 of them starts. He's 2-0 with a fine 2.63 ERA himself, 27 1/3 innings, 31 hits allowed, a little more than a hit an inning, 10 walks, 20 strikeouts, so a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio so far for Aguirre. Thanksgiving weekend. And I'm definitely feeling more rested than I was yesterday. No guarantees now, but I put Mookie up at the top of the tower. I mean, he didn't go. I put him there. And he's laying there now, so hopefully he was attacking his thing now is when I start setting up the game, he attacks the table. And last night, I was going to leave this out, leave the teams set up since it's the same teams. I don't know, you can't really see it that well here, but if you decided to chew on Orlando's Pena's card a little bit there, so I had to put everything away. So the moral of that is, the lesson there is do not leave the cards out, even if it's a doubleheader. He just developed this fascination with Strat-O-Matic cards lately. Perhaps he would like his own personalized card, or maybe he just wants to play. I guess we could stick the dice in his paws to see if he could roll for a batter. Okay, in the second game, Detroit's going to go with the exact same lineup as game one. Slightly different look for Cleveland. Chuck Hinton will be in center field leading off. Davalillo sits. Max Alvis at third base second. Leon Wagner in left field bats third. Rocky Colavito, of course, the cleanup man in right field. Fred Whitfield, first baseman, hits fifth. Chico Simone at short again. Joe Askew will catch the second game. He'll bat seventh. Pedro Gonzalez, the second baseman, hits eighth, and Tiant hits ninth. And I'm missing one more thing here. I don't know where it is. No, I do know where it is. And Mookie strikes again. Okay, hang on a second. I gotta crawl under the desk now and get my defensive chart out. Tigers, same as the first game. Freehand will catch both games with a doubleheader. You would never see that today. Cash at first, Lumpy and Euler up the middle. Don Wirt down at third, in the outfield left to right, Brown, Kaline, and Northrup. And with that, umpire says play ball. In real life, just under 33,000 in the park. Larry Knapp calling the balls and strikes. And there's Franklin. Yes, a rare Saturday game for me because of the holiday weekend. So Aguirre's ready to go to work here. Here's Hinton to lead it off. He comes in batting .299. 4 home runs, 15 RBIs for the right-handed hitter. And here's the pitch from Aguirre. We're underway on a 110 left-handed. That ball is driven to left center. Brown headed back. Hole pulls up and watches it fly. It's a leadoff home run for Chuck Hinton. And Cleveland picking up right where they left off. 110-17, he rolls the 3. For Hinton, his 5th home run of the season. 1-0. Seats aren't even warm yet. And here's Max Alvis. And greetings to Bob Cole. How is everybody's Thanksgiving weekend, by the way? Anyone have any weekend plans they'd like to share? Or maybe your own Strat League? Keep us posted on that. Max Alvis is hitting .246 on the season, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs. Aguirre comes set. The windup and the pitch to Alvis is a 1-5 base hit up the middle. Single for Alvis, not a threat to run. Let's check the battery anyway. Aguirre with a -1 hold. Freehand, of course, with that -3 gun behind the plate. So Alvis probably wouldn't have been going anywhere anyway, but he's definitely not going anywhere against that combo. Yikes, Ben. 5. Staying alive does sound like a good plan, Franklin. We do the best we can. Here's Leon Wagner. He's got his average up to .329. 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. Left on left. Aguirre from the stretch. That's a 110. And that ball is, we've got a leaner on the 20. But that is going to be a 1-16 home run. High fly ball to right. Northrup back at the track at the wall. It's gone. Oh my goodness, home run Wagner. And just like that, 3 batters in, it's 3-0 Cleveland. Let's take another look. It's a 110 lefty to 16, the roll of 14. For Wagner, his 6th home run. And as I said, the Indians picking up right where they left off in the opener of this doubleheader. Bob Swift, boy, in a doubleheader too. Who is he going to get up? Hang on a second. I got to take a look at yesterday's pitchers. Wickersham worked 3 1/3. Padres worked 3. I tell you what, they're in a world of hurt. In real life, Fred Gladding was the only reliever in this game. They do have Monbouquet who could go long. That's the call right there. He's a 3-related reliever. Bill Monbouquet takes the jacket off, and he's going to begin warming up here in the first inning. Swift does not want a repeat of Game 1. And up steps Rocky Colavito, sporting a .361 average. 8 home runs tied for the team lead. And his 21 RBIs second to Whitfield on the team. As Aguirre's set now. The pitch to Rocky's a 5-4 right-handed, a fly ball to center field X. That's going to be K-line. K-line, the 2E3 out there, ranging back now, still going back. On a 4, he makes an incredible running catch just shy of the track. Oh my goodness, he took a sure extra base hit away from Colavito. It's a web gem by K-line, 8X exclamation. And that's the first out of the inning, and that was hit hard. So Aguirre not fooling anybody so far. And the batter is Whitfield, hitting .266, 8 home runs, 26 RBIs. The left-hander winds and deals. It's a 6-10 left-handed, a grounder down to first. Cash will take it himself. And there's 2 away. Here's Simone now. Monbouquet sits down for the moment. Chico Simone hitting just 100. He's 3 for 20 on the season. The pitch from Aguirre. 4-4 right-handed is a grounder to third base X. That's going to be Wirt. Wirt, a good third baseman. 2E13, and here's the play. That's a 4, and he makes a diving stop to his right, to his feet, long throw, in time. And he robs Simone of a base hit. What a play by Wirt. 5-3X, 2 web gems in that inning. Or it could have been worse for Aguirre, as it is. 3 runs, 3 hits, nobody left. After half an inning of play, Cleveland 3, Detroit coming to bat. 2 web gems there. Yes, sir, Ben. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Aguirre rated 7 for endurance, too. He's not one of those 5-inning guys. Here's Tiant now, also rated 7 for endurance. And the Tigers lineup, as I mentioned, same as the first game. Wirt at third base leads off. Jerry Lumpy at second base in the 2 spot. Norm Cash bats third and plays first. Al Kaline in center field hitting cleanup. Jim Northrup over in right hits 5th. Bill Freehan, the catcher, batting 6th. Gates Brown in left field at 7th. Ray Euler, the good fielding, light-hitting shortstop, and Aguirre round out the lineup. The Indians have Askew catching. Whitfield at first, Gonzalez Simone up the middle with Alvis down at third. And the outfield left to right, Wagner, Hinton, and Colavito. All right. Hello, Ron McGrath, and welcome. Is this a football day? A buddy of mine was watching college football earlier. The big upset game, some of you guys know what it is, I'm sure. Michigan, I think. I'm just spitting into the wind here because I don't really follow football. I haven't followed football since the Houston Oilers moved. Tiant ready to go to work. Here's Don Wirt to lead things off. Wirt batting .254, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. El Tiante, the herky-jerky motion. The pitch is a 6-5 right-handed, and that's a high fly ball to deep left field. Wagner going back. He's at the track, at the wall. He leaps up. It's gone on an 11. Home run, Wirt. Third home run of the game already. We'll take another look at it as usual. 6-5 right-handed, 211. He has the power. And on the 11, he just does get it out of here. 3-1 now, and here's Lumpy. Lumpy at 264, 2 homers, 9 RBIs for the left-handed hitting second baseman. Tiant gets the sign from Askew. The windup, the pitch, is a 3-5 right-handed. That is a triple to 6. On a 10, he's going to settle for a long double. He rounded second, thought about going to third, and he holds up there. And the Tigers come out swinging as well. And that'll bring up Cash. Norm Cash hitting 278, 6 home runs, 17 RBIs. Tiant gets the sign now, checks the runner. The pitch to Cash is a 5-7 left-handed. It's a double to 5 on a 16. It's going to hang up in center for Hinton, who fades back and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Al Kaline. Kaline, the club's leading hitter, at least with enough qualifying at bats. 344 for Al Kaline, 6 homers, 20 RBIs. Tiant, the windup and the pitch. That's a 3-4 right-handed, a fly ball to left field. That's playable for Wagner. And he'll squeeze it for the second out. 2 down, runner in scoring position, and it's up to Northrup. Jim Northrup hitting 241, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Tiant checks the runner. Now the windup and the pitch is a 5-12 left-handed. It's a grounder to second base X. That's going to be Gonzalez, 3E14, ranging to his left. Here's the play on a 16. He's got it and throws him out to retire the side. 4-3X, side retired. Tigers settle for a run on 2 hits. A leadoff homer by Don Wirt. And we're just into 1 inning here. 3-1 in Cleveland. Is that so, Ben? Detroit Lions, huh? I think they were supposed to be one of the best going into the year. I'm just trying to go by memory. It's from some guy's predictions that I read. Cleaning off my glasses here. Okay. Well, it sounds like it's getting pretty cold down there now, Ben. Joe Askew will lead it off for Cleveland. Askew, a right-handed hitting catcher with some power, hitting just 194 so far, 7 for 36. 2 of those hits home runs. Gary gets the sign from Freehand. The pitch to Askew is a 4-4 right-handed. That's a grounder to third base X. That's going to be work tested once again. 2E13. Here's the play on a 3 and a diving stop to his left. To his feet. He is out. Oh my goodness. Another gem by Don Wirt. That's the second one for him. Back to back, in fact. 5-3. It's a web jam. 5-3X exclamation. So Don Wirt putting on a show for the fans down there at third base. And here's Pedro Gonzalez. Gonzalez at 267. 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Gary into the windup. The pitch is a 4-9 right-handed. It's another grounder to third. A little slow roller. Work coming in on this one. Throws on the run in time. And that's 3 plays in a row by Don Wirt. That'll bring up the pitcher, Tiant. He's a 1W, a right-handed batter. Aguirre's pitch, a 4-7 right-handed, and it's a ground ball with eyes right through the middle and into center field for a single. Tiant with a hit. 4th Cleveland hit of the afternoon. That'll turn the lineup over and get Hinton up. Hinton, of course, led off the game with a home run. Aguirre studying the signs. The pitch to Hinton on a 1-8 left-hander. That's a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Brown. He's at the track, at the wall, and makes the catch at the wall. Oh, my goodness. You can see it right there, 1-8 lefty. Hinton almost hit another one. That's just a loud out, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left on. And if you're a Tigers fan, you've got to be thinking it could be worse. Aguirre so far not fooling anybody. Even the outs are loud. And we go to the bottom of the 2nd. The Tigers really need this game. Well, so do the Indians, for that matter. Both of these teams very much in the race and scratching and clawing to climb up the standings. Freehan, Brown, and Euler due for the Tigers. Freehan comes in at just 204, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Tiant into the windup. Pitch to Freehan is a 6-5. That's a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Wagner. On the track makes the catch on a 17. Holy cow. So that ball was crushed by Freehan. He got under it just a bit too much. High fly ball to left for the out. 1 away, and here's Gates Brown. Brown at 310, just 9 for 29 in part-time play. 2 of those 9 hits home runs. Tiant into the windup now. The pitch to Brown is a 6-6 left-handed, and he loses him ball 4. A 1-out walk to Brown. That'll bring up the shortstop, Ray Euler. Euler just 3 for 28 so far. All 3 hits are doubles, interestingly enough. Tiant working from the stretch. The pitch to Euler is a 3-2, and he hits him. Oh, my goodness. Well, you know there was no intent there. The last thing you're going to want to do is hit a 107 hitter. But thanks to the hit by pitch, the Tigers have something going. 1st and 2nd, 1 away. Unfortunately, Aguirre's up. Aguirre's a switch hitter. He'll bat left-handed against Tiant. Let's check his bunting rating. He's a C, so he's about average. He could lay it down. But with 1 out, he's going to swing away. 4-11, and he loses him ball 4. And Tiant's in trouble now as he walks the pitcher to load the bases. And that's going to send Askew out to the mound. Tiant waving him off. He says, I'm okay. I know what I'm doing. First and second, 1 out. Tiant walks the opposing pitcher to load him up. And here's Don Wirt, who led off the bottom of the 1st with a home run. Boy, you're not kidding there, Ben. 2 walks and a hit batter. Tiant battling his command here in the 2nd. They will play the infield at double play depth. Tiant, the full windup now. Here's the pitch to Wirt. It's a 5-6, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's a big strikeout for Tiant right there. And that's just the 2nd out. He's still got to get through Lumpy. Lumpy doubled his first time up, was stranded there. Tiant trying to get out of the jam now. Tiger's trying to get back in the game. Here's the pitch to Lumpy. It's a 2-5 right-handed, grounder to second. Gonzalez to Whitfield, and Tiant wiggles out of it. No runs, no hits. The Tigers leave the bases loaded in the bottom of the second. Wow, talk about a wasted opportunity there. 2 innings in the books. It's 3-1 Cleveland. Let's see how Aguirre fares going to the third. Aguirre making the fans very nervous here so far today. Alvis, Wagner, and Colavito do. Max Alvis singled his first time up. Aguirre gets the sign from Freehand. There's the pitch to Alvis on a 3-12 left-handed. He's hit by the pitch. Oh my goodness. Retaliation, perhaps? Hard to say the way Aguirre's throwing today, isn't it? Here's Wagner. Wagner, a 2-run shot of his own in the first. Left on left. Aguirre from the stretch. That's going to be a 5-8 left-handed. A liner right into the glove of Lumpy. Throws to first. Back in time is Alvis. And here's the cleanup man now, Rocky Colavito. 0 for 1. Rocky's actually been quiet of late since a torrid start to the season. Aguirre checks the runner from the stretch. 3-10 left-handed until now, that is. Colavito hits a monster shot to left center field. Brown and K-line converge, and it is gone. Home run, Colavito. Colavito also homered in the opener of the doubleheader. So the hit batter comes back to bite Aguirre. 2 runs will score, and it is 5-1. Monbouquet is ready down there. They're going to let him pitch to the lefty Whitfield. We'll see where it goes from there. Whitfield 0 for 1. Aguirre comes in there with a 3-4. Grounder down to first. That'll be Cash. Underhands to Aguirre covering, and there's 2 down. And here's Simone. Aguirre studying the signs. The pitch to Simone is a 1-7. Single to 2 on a 7. However, it's a soft liner right into the glove of Euler. And that'll retire the side. 2 more runs for Cleveland, however, on a 2-run blast by Rocky Colavito. His 9th home run of the year. That puts him among the league leaders in that category. And El Tiante will carry a 4-run lead into the bottom of the third. It's 5-1 Cleveland. Almost feels like a repeat of yesterday's game, doesn't it? Heart of the order up for Detroit. Cash, K-line, and Northrop. Cash 0 for 1. Tiant gets the sign from Askew now. Here's the pitch to Cash. That's a 6-7 left-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Second K for El Tiante. And the batter will be K-line. K-line flew to left his first time up. Tiant, that classic herky-jerky wind-up and the pitch. It's a 3-11 right-handed, and he hits him. And that's going to come with a warning. Second hit by pitch for Tiant. Third hit by pitch of the game, and Larry Knapp is going to warn both sides now. Larry Knapp does not want to see this game devolve into a beanball war. And here's Northrop. Northrop 0 for 1. For Tiant with 2 hit by pitches, for those of you who don't know, if he were to reach a third, that would result in an ejection. Tiant ready to work to Northrop. Here's the pitch now. It's a 1-11. That's a high fly ball to deep right field. Going back is Colavito at the track. It's gone. Home run, Jim Northrop. And the Tigers are back in the game. Hit by pitch proves costly for Tiant, just as it did for Aguirre in the top of the inning. For Jim Northrop, that's his 5th home run of the season. That makes the score 5-3. I couldn't have put it any better, Ben. Bill Freehand will be the batter now. 1 out, base is empty. Tiant into the windup. That's going to be a 1-6 grounder to shortstop. Little slow roller. Simone comes in on it, throws on the run in time. That's 2 away, and here's Gates Brown. Brown, who his manager once said of him, if the man could have fielded, I would have loved to have played him every day. Brown walked in the second. The pitch from Tiant, a 5-5 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. 3rd strikeout for Tiant ends the inning. Tigers pick up 2 runs on 1 hit, a 2-run shot by Jim Northrop. After 3 innings of play, it's 5-3 Indians. And now you kind of feel like it's anybody's game. And a warm welcome to Rick, who, yeah, I said earlier, I said it must be getting cold down there. Monbouquet is ready. We'll see about Aguirre. He's going to start the inning. Has not been very impressive so far, surrendering 5 hits and 5 runs. Joe Askew will lead it off. He's 0 for 1. Aguirre due to bat second in the bottom of the inning. The windup, the pitch to Askew is a 4-6. That's a base hit into left field. Line drive single into left for Askew. Askew very slow. And here's Pedro Gonzalez. Gonzalez 0 for 1. Aguirre working from the stretch now. The pitch to Pedro is a 2-8 left-hander. That's a hard ground ball to third. Wirt goes down to Lumpy, and that's all they're going to get. Askew came in hard on the slide. Lumpy held it. That's going to be a 5-4 force. 1 out, and Tiant the batter. Tiant singled his first time up. Right-handed hitter. Pitch from Aguirre is a 4-10. Catcher's card X. That's Freehand. Freehand, the Gold Glover, with the 1-E2. It's a 20, and that'll be a foul out to the catcher. No advancement. That's going to bring up the top of the lineup and Chuck Hinton. Hinton 1 for 2 with a home run. Aguirre, throw over to first. Gonzalez back in time. Now staring in. Comes set from the stretch. 6-6 right-handed. That is ripped into the left center gap for extra bases, but splits the gap. K-Line will pick it up, and they will hold Gonzalez at third on the double by Hinton. And here comes Swift. Not wanting to get this game out of hand. He's going to Monbouquet right here, so we're going to look for a possible double switch. Aguirre is done. Quick hook for Aguirre today. Let's double switch with left field. And we'll put Willie Horton in there in the 9 spot. Horton a 4E6 -1. Oh yeah, he's a 4. That's still an improvement over Gates Brown, who will come out and the pitcher will go in that spot. Here's Monbouquet now. This will be his first appearance in relief. He's made 6 starts, 1 and 2 with a 5.08. 1 complete game, it was a shutout. A hard righty with a 3 endurance rating. Really, you have Gladding, Sherry, and the uncarded John Hiller available. Would prefer to not use Padres or Pena, so the Tiger bullpen, thanks to the blowout in Game 1, a little bit short-handed for this one. And with 2nd and 3rd and 2 down, Bill Monbouquet's been brought on to pitch to Max Alvis. Alvis, 1 for 1, was plunked his last time up. Monbouquet ready to go to work. That's 3 2/3 for Aguirre. The pitch from Monbouquet to Alvis is a 6-5 grounder to third base. It's Wirt, throws him out, and Monbouquet comes in and puts out the fire. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on. So we can close the book on Aguirre. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, 5 runs. Did not walk a batter, he hit one, and did not strike out anyone. So Hank Aguirre just did not have it today. Thanks to everyone who voted in the poll, by the way, pretty much unanimous. Don't worry about the speed of the game. I wasn't really that worried about it, but I was trying to look at it from my perspective, and I tend to have like focus issues, okay? But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do it at my pace, and it is what it is. Euler, Horton, and Wirt due for Detroit as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Currently 35 and cloudy here in Spokane, Washington. Ray Euler steps in. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Tian into the windup. Comes in there with a 110. It's a ground ball to shortstop. It'll be Simone to throw him out. So Euler grounds one to his opposite number. There's one away. And here's Willie Horton, his first at bat of the game. Came in that double switch. Horton at 314 on the season. 11 home runs, which I believe either is tied for the league lead or darn close to it. Let's take a look here. It's a three-way tie for the league lead. His 11 home runs ties him with Frank Robinson and Jackie Warner to lead the American League. Tiant gets the sign. The pitch to Horton. That's a 6-3 right-handed. That is a high fly ball to left field. Wagner headed back. Pressed up against the wall. Makes the catch at the track on a 19. Oh my goodness. Horton almost got it out of here. 5 home runs in this game and a couple of near misses. And with 2 down, here's the leadoff man, Don Wirt. Tiant gets the sign. The windup and the pitch. On a 4-12, he walks him. 2-out walk to Wirt, no threat to run. Tiant a -3 hold. Askew a -2 arm. So you've got a -5 battery. And Wirt not a base stealer to begin with. Let me refresh this so I can see the bottom of the chat now. Wow, Ben's up to 15 now. 62 almost sounds cool for Florida, Franklin. 2 outs, a runner on. Here's Lumpy. Tiant out of the stretch. It's a 2-8 right-handed. Called strike 3. Down goes Limpy. He slams the bat down. He does not like it. He better be careful. This home plate umpire already in a foul mood because of the 3 hit batters. No runs, no hits, 1 left on. We've played 4. 5-3 Cleveland. You're looking at what's available. Gladding also a hard righty. Hiller would be kind of a have to get a lefty out kind of guy. A little early for him. Normally I don't use the uncarded players unless they were used in the game, but in this situation with a Tiger Pen short-handed, Hiller is available. Here's Leon Wagner to lead off the 5th. He's 1 for 2, homered in the 1st. Monbouquet gets the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's a 4-6 left-handed. That's going to be a single to 10 on an 11. A leaping Norm Cash grabs that one. Oh my, what a catch by Cash. It's a liner to first, 1 down. And here's Colavito now, 1 for 2 with a homer. Monbouquet gets the sign. The windup, the pitch, a 1-5 right-handed. It's a 2-hopper to short, backhanded by Euler, who throws him out. Two outs quickly, and here's Fred Whitfield, 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch from Monbouquet. That's a 5-8 left-handed. It's a high fly ball to right field. That's going to be over Northrup's head. It bounces off the wall. He gets it back in, and Whitfield holds with a double. 5-9 lefty, homer 1. And on the 16, he'll take the double. Runner in scoring position, 2 down, and Chico Simone the hitter. Monbouquet checks the runner. Now the windup on the pitch is a 2-8 right-handed. That is a high fly ball to left field. Going back is Brown. Sounds like a rerun right now. And on the track hauls it in. So Simone gave it a ride. Another loud out, and that retires the side. No runs, a hit, 1 left. And greetings to Kenyon, who's entered the chat. How was your Thanksgiving? Before we go to the bottom of the fifth, I'm going to top off my cup. It is, after all, a damn fine cup of coffee. Okay, let me see where we are here. Bottom of the fifth, it'll be the heart of the order for Detroit. Cash, K-Line, and Northrop due up. Tiant has not been as sharp as usual today, but he's leading 5-3 for the moment. Cash 0 for 2. Tiant comes set. The windup. The pitch is a 2-8 right-handed. He pops him up on the right side. That's Whitfield making the catch for the first out. Here's K-Line now. Flew to left and then was plunked in the third. The second hit batter of the game for Tiant, who's been warned. Here's the windup and the pitch to K-Line on a 5-6 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down goes K-Line. Chased a breaking ball. And there's 2 down. That'll bring up Northrop. Northrop 1 for 2 with a home run. Tiant, the sign from Askew. Now the windup and the pitch. It's a 4-7 lefty. It's a routine grounder to second base. It's Pedro Gonzalez to Whitfield. And a clean inning for Tiant. 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers. 5 innings in the books. It's 5-3 Indians. Monbouquet's worked an inning and a third. He's coming out for the 6th. Bottom third of the lineup for Cleveland. Joe Askew will start it off. He's 1 for 2 on the day. The right-hander into the windup. Whoops. The pitch is a 2-11 right-handed, and Askew bangs a base hit into center field. Joe Askew 2 for 3 today. The batter will be Pedro Gonzalez. He's grounded to third twice. Monbouquet working from the stretch now. Pitch to Pedro is a 1-9. That is a high fly ball to deep left center. Brown and White converge, and it flies over the fence for a Gonzalez home run, and he's a weak to add insult to injury. Let's look at it again. 1-9 to 10. He rolls to 3, and sure enough, it's a Pedro Gonzalez home run. And that makes it 7-3. That's got to be his first home run of the year. No, it's not. It's his second. Second home run for Gonzalez. He only hit 2 in real life in 352 at-bats. He has 2 already. Here's Tiant now. Let's see, that's 1 1/3. Monbouquet not in a fatigue inning yet. And he'll pitch to Tiant. 1-5 struck him out. That's going to bring up Hinton, hitting a homer and a double so far today, 2 for 3. The pitch for Monbouquet is a 3-10 right-handed, a little comebacker. Monbouquet knocks it down, picks it up, throws to Cash for the out. 2 away, and here is Max Elvis. Elvis 1 for 2. He was plunked by Aguirre in the third. The pitch from Monduquette is a 2-3 right-handed. Foul ball behind the plate. Freehand back, throws the mask away, and makes the catch to retire the side. The Indians, however, add on 2 more on a home run from the unlikely source, Pedro Gonzalez, and that makes the score 7-3. And that will likely be Monduquette's last inning of work. Tiant getting loose. It'll be Freehand, the pitcher's spot, and Euler. So we can pull Monduquette out of there right now. Freehand 0 for 2 on the day. Tiant gets the sign from Askew. The pitch is a 5-12 right-handed. Grounder to second base X. That's Gonzalez. Tough play for Pedro as he ranges up the middle. He's a 3E14. On a 2, he's not going to get that one. That's through into center field for a single. First hit for Freehand. Now we'll have a pinch hitter for Monduquette, who worked 2 1/3. He gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Left, right, left. It's a good time to go to Hiller. So John Hiller, computer-only card, loosening in the pen. Let's see who the batter is going to be. Against Tiant. Let's see what we have available here. Jake Wood's always a possibility. I'm going to go with Demeter, though. Don Demeter will be the batter. Little more power. Demeter with good power versus righties. If you remember, Demeter started off the season like a blaze. Hasn't done much of late. His average has fallen to 215, 2 homers, 13 RBIs. Tiant, a check of the runner, and now the pitch to Demeter is a 5-9 right-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Down goes Demeter. 1 away. And the batter will be Euler. Willie Horton on deck. Euler 0 for 1. The pitch from Tiant, a 2-7 grounder to second base. Gonzalez to his left. His only play is to Whitfield. As Freehand takes second. 4-3-C. Runner in scoring position, 2 down, and here's Willie Horton. Horton once again tied for the American League lead with 11 home runs. Let's see what they have in the replay, Kenyon. Coming into the game, they were at 3.46. The Tigers, 3.80. That 3.46 would be good for second in the American League, trailing only the Kansas City A's. Here's Horton, man at second, 2 away. Tiant, the windup and the pitch on a 5-6 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Tiant fans 2 in the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Let's see now. That is 2, 3, 4, 5. That's now 7 strikeouts for Tiant. So Tiant, who got off to a shaky start, seems to have settled down. And here comes the giant Hiller. As you can probably tell, or not, I made this card very early on before I figured out how to do them in black and white and reduce the sizing. Hiller, very tough on left-handers. We're going to have to put that card aside so we can see the scorecard here, as Leon Wagner will lead it off, 2 of the 3 batters being left-handed. Fred Gladding begins throwing in the Tigers' pen. Left on left as Hiller delivers. It's a 1-5 left-handed, double to 10 on an 18. He'll settle for a long single, the second hit of the day for Wagner. Hiller with a -1 hold. Of course, Freehand with that -3 cannon behind the plate. Wagner won't be going anywhere, and here's Colavito, 1 for 3. It was a big one, a 2-run shot in the 3rd. Hiller into the windup. The pitch on a 5-7 is a ground ball to second base X. Tough chance for Lumpy, a 4 E8. The roll on the play is an 8. It's the E range, a 7 on an E8. It's Lumpy. Amazing stop for Lumpy. Flipped from the glove to Euler on to first for the completion of the double play. What a play by Lumpy. 4-6-3-X exclamation. We're going to call that one a web gem. Lumpy robbing Colavito of a possible base hit and turning it into a double play. And that's going to bring up Whitfield. Hiller on the mound. Left on left, Hiller delivers a 6-9, a lazy fly ball to left field. Right there in his tracks is Willie Horton, and he makes the catch to end the inning. No runs, a hit, nobody left as we stretch for the 7th. It's 7-3 Indians. Continuing, I just saw the rest of Kenyon's comment there. I want to check their record against real life at this time. 20-12 in my replay. In real life, they were 2 games better than that at this point. 22-10. And yet they finished 81-81. Not sure what happened there, but I guess we'll find out. Or maybe we won't. Maybe they'll keep it going. Anything is possible. 7th inning, it's time for the Mookie Cam. And pretty much all tail today. As he's finally settled down from his Strat-O-Matic card-chewing ways. Yeah, that's right. For those of you who missed the opening, he got a hold of Orlando Pena yesterday, and not very, I can tell, but it's not really that visible. Bit him right up there in the corner. All right, bottom of the 7th. First inning of possible fatigue for Tiant. And he'll be facing the top of the Detroit lineup. Don Wirt, 1 for 2 with a home run in this one. Tiant, the sign from Askew. Big windup. 5'9" righty, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's 8 strikeouts now for El Tiante. That'll bring up Jerry Lumpy, 1 for 3. The pitch from Tiant is a 2-3 right-handed. It's a ground ball to first base. Whitfield has it. Feeds Tiant covering. And quickly there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Storm and Norman. Norm Cash, 0 for 3 in this one. Tiant with the windup. The pitch to Cash is a 5'10 left-handed. It's a grounder to third base X. That'll be Alvis, 3E21. Tough play for Max. Here's the roll on a 13. It's the E range. It's a 6 on a 21, and he can't. It's off his glove. It's going to be an error on Alvis. First error of the ball game. And that'll bring up Al Kaline with 2 outs and a man on first. Kaline 0 for 2 was plunked by a pitch in the third. Tiant checks the runner. The pitch to Kaline on a 6'8 right-handed, single to 11, but on a 16, that liner is speared at second by Gonzalez, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We're through 7. 7-3 Indians. The Indians looking to sweep the doubleheader here. With Simone, Askew, Gonzalez, Tigers are going to go to Gladding. So Hiller works just the 1 inning. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Is there any way to double switch Gladding? Could bring in Wood. Euler only plays short. You're not going to take out Kaline or Cash. Trzaskowski's a 2, but with an E47. Wood, the better hitter. So that's what we're going to do. Jake Wood will come in the pitcher's spot. Pitcher will go in Lumpy's spot. I better mark the second lineup switch of the pitcher there so I don't mess that up. I'm going to try to make a note of that. Wood a 4E29 at second. Pitcher now in the 2 spot. And again, the second movement of the pitcher spot. That's just for my own. That's to help me out when I go to enter this game manually into the Windows game of Strat-O-Matic. And that pitcher will be Gladding, who worked in this game in real life. Gladding with a pretty good card. The results have not been there. He's been in a dozen ball games, 2-2 with a save, but a very high 6.14 ERA so far. And he'll be facing Simone, Askew, and Gonzalez here in the 8th. I remember Gladding from Houston, I believe. Chico Simone 0 for 3. Gladding into the windup. That's a 4-7 right-handed. A fly ball into straightaway center. K-line is there. And there's one down. Here's Askew now. Askew 2 for 3 on the day. Gladding gets the sign from Bill Freehand. Wind up and the pitch. That's a 2-7 right-handed. It's a base hit into left field. And how about that Joe Askew? He's 3 for 4 today. That'll bring up Pedro Gonzalez, who homered in his last at-bat. 1 for 3. Just his second home run of the year. He only hit 2 in real life, to repeat once again. Gladding out of the stretch. Pitch to Pedro is a 2-9 right-handed. Cut the corner, strike 3 called. And down goes Gonzalez. First K for Gladding. And that'll bring up Tiant, who will bat. Right-handed hitter. Gladding's pitch, a 5-8. Little two-hopper to third. It's Wirt across to Cash. And man, has Wirt been busy down there today. That'll do it for the Indians in the 8th. No runs to hit, 1 left on. Tiant, 7 rated for endurance. He's trying to take it all the way. Northrop, Freehand, and Jake Wood due up here in the bottom of the 8th. I want to thank everybody for watching here on a holiday weekend. Hope it's been a good one for everybody. I had a great Thanksgiving for those of you who missed yesterday's game. Okay, here's Northrop leading off the bottom of the 8th. 1 for 3 with a home run today. Tiant into the windup. That's a 110 right-handed. That is ripped over the first base bag and down into the corner. Colavito running it down. Northrop rounding second, headed for third. The throw, he is safe with the daily triple. Let's take another look at it. 110 right-handed. Triple to 14, he rolls the 7. And for Jim Northrop, his 3rd triple of the season. He had 6 in real life. So Northrop at 3rd, nobody out. Here's Bill Freehand, 1 for 3 on the day. Tiant, a check of the runner. Infield back. Pitch to Bill is a 112. It's a Lomax to short. Liner to Sam Simone down to Alvis, and they've got him. Oh, my goodness. Liner to 5, double play. And that hurts for the Tigers. So now instead of a runner at 3rd, there's 2 out, nobody on, and here's Jake Wood for his first at-bat of the day. Tiant gets the sign. The pitch to Wood is a 1-2. It's a grounder to short. It's Simone over to Whitfield, and the side is retired. No runs a hit, nobody left thanks to the double play. We've played 8 innings. 7-3 Cleveland as they try to sweep a doubleheader in Detroit. Gladding will come out for his 2nd inning of work. Top of the order for the Tribe, it's Hinton, Alvis, and Leon Wagner. Hinton 2 for 4, a homer and a double in this one. Gladding gets the sign from Bill Freeman. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-7 right-handed, a fly ball into center field. K-line drifting back and grabs it for the first out. That'll bring up Elvis. Elvis 1 for 3 on the day. Gladding into the windup. 3-9 right-handed. Cut the corner, strike 3 called. On a 3-9, Gladding fans Elvis. 2 down, nobody on, and here's Wagner. Wagner's 2 for 4 with a home run. Gladding into the windup. 2-6 right-handed. It's a 2-hopper to short. Euler, 2 cash. 1-2-3 inning for Gladding. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Tigers trailing by 4. El Tiante going for the complete game here. He gave up 1 hit in the 8th. And the Tigers will send up a pinch hitter for Euler. That's going to be Dick McAuliffe, the other shortstop on the team. McAuliffe on the season, .222, 5 homers, a dozen RBIs, left-handed hitter. Tiant gets the sign from Askew now. The wind-up, the pitch is a 4-4 left-handed. It's a fly ball into right, shallow fly ball. Colavito coming on, he's there. 1 away. Willie Horton will be the hitter. Tiant smelling it now. The wind-up, the pitch to Horton. 1-10. It's a fly ball to right field. Colavito barely has to move for that one. And the Tigers are down to their last out. It will be Don Wirt. Wirt 1 for 3 with a home run, and he's put on a defensive clinic down there at third base today. He represents the last chance for Detroit. Tiant trying to close it out and get the complete game. Here's the pitch to Wirt on a 2-6. He walks him. A 2-out walk to Wirt. And that brings up the pitcher's spot, and we'll have a hitter. Let's see what we've got left. McFarland has some pop. But it's going to be Mickey Stanley. They trail by 4. They need base runners. I feel like Mickey Stanley hasn't played in a while. He's 18 for 57 on the year, a .316 average. 1 home run. Tiana glance at the runner. Pitch to Stanley's a 4-7, swung on and missed, strike 3, and that's the ball game. And the Indians sweep a doubleheader in Detroit. 7-3 the final. We'll have the totals for you in just a moment. Tiant all the way for the win. He improves to 4-2 on the season. Aguirre takes the loss. He drops to 2-1. Tiant in the complete game allowed 3, 4, just 5 hits. 3 runs. Walked 4 and hit 2. A little wild, especially in the first 3 innings. And he struck out 9. So a fine game for El Tiante. Player of the game, probably. I would say anyway. Thank you, Bob, and thank you, Kenyon. Thank you, Franklin, Ben, everybody. Rick. Let's see, Gladding worked 2. He gave up 1 hit, no runs. No walks, 2 strikeouts. So the totals for the Indians in winning: 7 runs, 12 hits and an error. The Tigers, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Player of the game is none other than El Tiante. This is a 4-game series. The Cleveland's won the first 2 here, and they're 21-12 now. Tigers dropped to 19-15. Looking ahead on the schedule, let's see what's on tap for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll jump over to the NL. It'll be the New York Mets at the Houston Astros. Jack Fisher for the Mets. Graybeard Robin Roberts for Houston. 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. Please join me for that. In the meantime, thanks everybody for watching. Take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now, everybody.